How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday. 6 returns for you today, including our very first return here from Sacramento, California. Hope everyone out there had a great weekend. We got some answered questions back. Maybe. I don't see any ink on those answered questions. Hopefully they're answered. We got a 1974 Topps A's team card that is getting pretty crowded. 74 Topps signature card, A's. Not as crowded, and we've got Ted Kubiak back. Very nice return from Ted Kubiak. 10-year big league career. Infielder, 3-time World Series champion with the A's. In fact, spent 7 of his 10 seasons in the big leagues with the A's, including 1967, of course, their final year in KC before moving to Oakland. Also played for the Brewers, Padres, Rangers, and the Cardinals. Ted Kubiak. Pretty solid infielder, very versatile, played all 4 infield positions. First, second, third, and short. How many autograph requests do you typically receive each week or month? He says he gets about 100 per month. And do you have any pet peeves, anything out there you would like the TTM people to know and not to do? And he said, questions like this. So there you guys go. Don't ask Ted Kubiak any questions, even though, of course, I made it very clear that he was not obligated to answer these questions. Perhaps he answered them so I could relay to the masses, or at least, a few hundred people watching this, that he doesn't like answering questions. Of course, I send lots of questions out. I get very few responses back. So I think my my insistence that they are extremely optional, I think it's a very consistent. I think most people understand that's a genuine request on my part, and most of them take me up on that offer and do not answer the question. So there you guys go, Ted Kubiak. Nice return for us to get us started here on Through the Mail Monday. We got 5 more returns to go. Let's keep going. All right, next return is from Santa Ana, California. Who do we have here for our second return? No questions back on here. We've got Ralph Botting back, and I did ask him questions. He did not answer my questions. Ralph Botting on a 1981 Topps card, which is crazy because 1981 was his last year in pro ball. After that, he retired, basically. He did not fare well with the 1979 and 1980 California Angels. Got into 18 games during those 2 years. As a starter, mostly a reliever, Ralph Botting. 1981 Topps card. If you want an easy card to get filled out by all 3 players, this is a good one. Jim Dorsey and both Johnny Harris both sign. So, of course, you can complete this card with relative ease and no fee. Nice return from Ralph. I think this was like his only baseball card out there. So the other guys, I think, have a couple more cards than Ralph does. But there you guys go. Nice second return here. Let's move on to our third return of the day. All right, gang, next return is from Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. And this has got a lot of stuff in it. Perhaps some more answered questions back. Doesn't look like it, actually. We've got an extra, though. We got an extra postcard from Steve Jeltz. Steve Jeltz, who PBC, I think that's Professional Baseball Clinics. And this is the same people I sent to get Jason Grilli last week, if you guys remember that from his return last week. And he also sent me back a very similar card that said new address on it, but I don't think he put the new address on it. You have to go back and look. I don't know if I put the new address on it or not. But he actually put the new address on the back of this card. Steve Jeltz, 8-year big league career, mostly known for having an awesome Jerry curl and playing for the Phillies for 7 of those years, which, of course, I remember, and I've saw him play many times in Veterans Stadium. Spent 1 year with Kansas City. I think his final year was with Kansas City. And it's 4 cards. It's 3 cards for $20 from his, according to his little menu right here, it's 3 cards for $20. I sent him 4 cards and $20. He signed them all. So maybe I didn't know that. I don't know. This was like a month ago, guys. I don't remember what's going through my head when I send this stuff out. I don't remember, but 3 cards, $20. Maybe I thought it was $5 a piece. Either way, he signed them all, including an extra, so I guess he's not too hardcore about it. But, of course, I wouldn't stray too far away from that. There is his new address, which I will put on the very back here. Once hit 2 home runs in the same game from both sides of the plate, which, it's not that uncommon of a feat. What made it uncommon was he only hit 5 career home runs in 1,749 career at-bats. So pretty crazy. He hit 2 of those home runs in the same game. He must have been feeling it that day. Steve Jeltz. Yeah, nice return from him. I got the 89 Upper Deck assigned for the set. I already had the 87 Top signed via a private signing. So nice to see Steve Jeltz signing. He was not signing a few years ago when I got that private signing from him. So I think I spent a lot more than $5 to get him a few years ago. So Steve Jeltz, born in France, actually. In fact, he leads most offensive categories for players born in France, except home runs. And who's number 1 in home runs? It's actually Bruce Bochy, believe it or not, born in France as well. I think Bruce had almost 30 career home runs, beating out Steve Jeltz in that offensive category. Neat return from Steve. Yeah, really nice signature. Signed 4 cards for $20, including throwing in an extra. And here, let's check out his thing here. He says, "Hi, Chris. I have a new address, which I'll put here at the very end. I'll superimpose it over my envelope that I sent him." And there you guys go, Steve Jeltz. And he didn't really answer any questions. He just said, "Hi, Chris, I have a new address." And yeah, I'll put that here at the end. I'll change it up to the new one. In fact, I think Jason Grilly is this address as well. So if you haven't sent him yet and you wanted to, use this address. And there you guys go. Yeah, I sent him a rookie card. I did. I think that's Tops traded. And an 87 Tops and an 89 Upper Deck. And I did send him 3 cards and $20. And I got back 4 cards, not the same cards, and a postcard signed by Steve Jeltz. So your mileage may vary with Mr. Steve Jeltz. You might not get the same cards that you sent him, and you might get extra cards back. Good luck with that. There you guys go, Steve Jeltz. Moving on, guys, to return number 4. All right, gang. Next return is from, I have no idea. Can't tell. Your guess is as good as mine. There's not much in it, though. I know that. And we've got Juan Gonzalez. All right. Juan Gonzalez, 17-year career, 434 career home runs, 2-time AL MVP, 3-time All-Star, Cyber Stats card not signed. Weird diecast card is signed. You guys remember these Cyber Stat cards? I thought they were so cool. There you guys go. Juan Gonzalez, nice. It's been a while since I sent this off, I do believe. And it's weird. Those Puerto Rican returns rarely get, they usually get the round postal stamp on it, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the little round ones. Didn't get anything on this envelope. Nice returns from him. Got a few cards, pretty cool cards signed by him. Check it out. Check out this hologram. Wished he would have signed it more towards the middle. I guess it's okay where he signed it, but from a symmetrical point of view, I think it would have been cool if it was maybe towards the right side of it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Spent 17 years in the Bigs, 13 with the Rangers, spent 2 years with Cleveland, also played in Detroit and KC. It's super weird coming across Royals cards, or I think there is a Detroit Tigers card of him out there as well. First of all, he's a lot smaller in those cards. And it doesn't look like him at all. It looks like some young prospect. It's super weird looking. I think he's shaven too, actually. So anyway, Juan Gonzalez, nice return from him. I think I have another one out there. He's one of those guys where you send to and he doesn't get back to you for a couple of years. You send another one to him and all of a sudden you get 2 Juan Gonzalez returns in like a month. And then you're like, man, this guy probably thinks I'm just pounding his mailbox with requests. But yeah, he's not very organized with these returns. But that's fine as long as he keeps signing them. Sending him back, and I don't care when I get him back. As long as I get him back, that's pretty cool. Good signer, Juan Gonzalez. Let's move on, guys, to return number 5. All right, moving right along. Next return is from West Palm Beach, Florida. See who we have here. We have some more 90s cards. We got Kurt Manwaring. Couple of triple play cards. Couple of collector's choice cards, and an 89 Upper Deck inscribed with his Major League Baseball debut. Very nice return from Kurt. What is that man wearing? Yes, I did ask him to keep the extras. He declined and signed them all. I'm A-okay with that. As I said last week, he can either keep them or sign them and send them back. Either way, it's fine. I don't need 2 extra Kurt Manwaring cards in my collection unsigned. However, signed, I can figure out something to do with them. Triple play, the least offensive triple play design there is. One of my least favorite looking sets of the early 90s was triple play. Heck, maybe it was mid to late 90s. Kurt Manwaring, nice return from him. 13 years as a big league catcher. Very good defensive catcher. In fact, won the Gold Glove in 1993. He's on the Giants Wall of Fame. Of course, spent 10 of those 13 years with the Gigantes, as well as a little bit of time in Houston, as well as Colorado. There's information. Nice return from him. Let's move on, my friends, to our final return of this week's Through the Mail Monday. All right, gang, final return to this week's Through the Mail Monday from North Texas, Texas/Dallas. Let's just get right into it here. And we've got another 74 Topps team card, this time Angels, and we've got Mr. Dave Chalk. Dave Chalk, who in 74 and 75 was an all-star. Spent 6 of the 9 years in his big league career with the Angels. Also spent some time with Kansas City, Oakland, and Texas. In fact, it seems like almost all of our returns came from played in KC, Oakland, and Texas, seemingly. Frank Tanana also on that team card with his inscription, which, not his inscription, but his Bible verse personalization. What are you going to do, right? And Dave Chalk, as well as we've also got Dick Lang on there, and someone up in the upper right-hand corner. I cannot make that out, but it is a mess. It's someone else up in the upper right-hand corner. We got 4 signatures on that Angels team card. And, Dave Chalk, very good player, infield extraordinaire during his time in the big leagues. 72 first-round draft pick of the Angels, actually. I think he was 10th overall, maybe? Pretty close to that, I think. Anyway, that is it, my friends. Put it in the books. Another Through the Mail Monday. That is a wrap. Here is this week's haul. Pretty impressive. Kind of strange about the Steve Jeltz return, huh? Anyways, I do have an 87 top signed. I think I got him signed, actually via a private signing a few years ago. So I didn't need the 87 Topps card signed, which is fine because he didn't sign it and send it back anyway. All the other cards, everything else came out really nice. Kurt Manwaring, a very nice signature, especially on those Collector's Choice cards. Check that out. And, of course, Juan Gonzalez, always with a very nice signature. And he always had just a ton of awesome cards. And there you guys go. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns in the comments down below. Hit that like button, of course, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I do this every single Monday. I have done it for the last 355 weeks in a row. Would love to have you along for the ride. Had a great last week. Had a great weekend. Went and saw Bobby Lee at the old casino circuit on Saturday night with my wife. Bobby Lee and a couple of other comedians. Mikey, I don't know his last name, and Ramsey. Ramsey was also pretty funny. Played cards with him later on, actually in the casino. Actually, didn't play with Ramsey. He was running around playing slots, but Mikey was playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em with me, and he's a cool guy. And Bobby Lee had to put on a good show, of course. Very funny Asian dude, Korean guy, and born in San Diego. Let's not forget he's not from the old country. He's from right here in the good old U.S. of A. As he let everyone know several times during the little bit. I think he's got a Hulu comedy special coming out, which is coming out in a few months' time. I do not think he has filmed it yet, but I would not be surprised to see a lot of the material he played on Saturday on that show. And another busy, I went to a Portland Trailblazers game on Wednesday, actually. They played the, at the time, undefeated Oklahoma City Thunder. And, of course, if you guys have me on Instagram, ChrisCards86, you would have saw I was there with my wife. And, got some free tickets and decided to go. Thought they were going to get their butts kicked. Actually, they lost, I think, 17 straight against OKC, and they beat them. I think they were at one point down by like 21 or 22. And, of course, in the NBA in 2025, that doesn't mean nothing anymore. It used to be a death sentence in the game, but, man, with the way the three ball has taken over the game, people can come back from pretty much any deficit now. So Not a huge Trailblazer fan, but we were stoked to see him come back and win that game. That was really, really, really cool. I think they won at 121, 119, and a lot of fun. Really good play on both sides of the ball. And, of course, OKC's got a great team, so it was kind of cool to see them. And I think this was my 6th or 7th Portland Trailblazer game, and I've yet to pay for a game. I've yet to pay a ticket, buy a ticket to an NBA game. So if I lived closer, I'd probably go more. But it's a whole chore going up there and parking and getting back. So even though the games are pretty quick and all that, but the other 5 or 6 games, this was actually my first time sitting in a seat at a Trailblazer game. I've been in the suite. One of our food distributors has a luxury suite or a skybox, whatever you want to call them, at the Moda Center. So pretty much whenever we wanted to go, we would just ask, "Hey, can we get some Trailblazer tickets?" And he'd hook us up with a couple of seats. In fact, here's a few of our seats. Here's a few of our suite tickets from years past. In fact, here's me and Russell at the final Kobe Lakers appearance at the Moda Center. I think it was in 2015. That's a guess. I think that was about 10 years ago. It's been a while, but I think that might have been the last Blazer game I went to was the last time Kobe appeared at the Moda Center, actually. So that's crazy. Which is crazy because me and Russell were at a Oregon Duck game when they announced that Kobe had passed. Yeah, pretty sure I did a video of that a few years ago. 5 years ago. It's probably been 5 years now. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling right now, and that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate it. Had a great week. Hopefully another great week upcoming, and I'll talk to you later. All right, see ya.